Okay, so what are we going to discuss today? I think most of the scenarios related to the sales process we have covered. What I want is I want to talk about STO today, stock transfer order, where there is a transfer of stock from one plant to another plant, and that plant may be within the same company code or a different company code. So we will discuss about STO scenario. In addition to STO, as I told you yesterday, although we understood the end-to-end process of sales with the different scenarios, uh, I would like to summarize the configuration in little bit detail. Okay, we already understood most of the configurations, but we will go in little bit detail so that whatever we have done till now is most of the time we use the standard configuration. I just told you that this is how the things are coming up automatically, but today we will try to see our SPRO path from the SD point of view in little bit detail so that you are able to correlate the topics that we discussed and how exactly the values are flowing from the configuration point of view. So first I'll start with the configurations itself. I will take some time to explain the basic features like partner determination, account determination, okay, and some other topics which we have not discussed till now. And then I'll go to the STO process. So let me log into the system. Okay, so I'll start with the scenario. Let's take a normal standard sales order. I'm using sales order type OR. I'm entering my sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Okay, or even before this, let me go to the customer master data. If I try to create a customer master data, okay, let me click on the new organization. And let's assume I want to create a customer under RD01. Okay, the account group that we created previously in the BP grouping. And let me start with FLCU00, which is our FI customer. Okay, so let's say this is my company, this is my test customer for RECH. Okay, in the search term being the mandatory field, I'm just writing RECH so that it can be searched later on faster. Just give me a minute, it is too slow. Okay, let me go down and enter the mandatory information. So city, pin code, postal code, country, and the language. Okay, whatever is the mandatory information that I want to enter. So let me enter the country and then the language. Okay, then let me go to the company code data. In company code data, let me enter for which company code I'm creating this customer. I'm creating this for RECH. Okay, I'm just trying to revise the things that we discussed throughout. So you know already why system is able to determine this external, because maybe we have done the setting in this BP grouping. This BP grouping is assigned to some of the customer account groups, and for that customer account group, the number range that we have set is external. Okay. Here we need to provide the reconciliation account. This reconciliation account is normally created in FI. So whenever a user is trying to create a customer master data, whenever any postings will be made to this customer, ultimately those postings will be available in this reconciliation account from the GL accounting point of view. Right, so you have to take this GL account from your FI counterpart. Okay, and then from FI point of view, we don't need to discuss much, but I'll take you to the SD side. Now, once you, it is asking you for external customer number, so you can go to general data. In customer general data, you would be able to see the account group which has been picked automatically from the system. Okay, based on this grouping, there is a mapping between BP grouping and customer account group. An external number I need to provide, so I'll just provide some number without which system will not allow us to go ahead. And it is saying the number should be in between this range. So I have to provide the number which should be 31998 maybe. Okay, so now this is in that number. Let's try to save it. Okay, there is a mandatory field which it is asking to enter. Let me save it. Okay, so customer has been created in company code level. Now we need to extend this customer to our sales organization level. So I'll click on the change mode. I will select the role. Just remember this is a role FLCU01, which is related to SD module. So FLCU01, you will go to sales and distribution. Now here you can see a lot of different tabs available. Okay, in the order tab, you can, from the reporting point of view, you can enter the sales district. Okay, so for example, if you have a district-wise sales manager and you want to report all the transactions which are booked in this particular customer to a particular district, that you can do. Again, from the reporting point of view, you can specify the customer group. If you have multiple sales offices and multiple sales teams, we discussed already sales office and sales group. So whenever you are creating the sales order, if these fields are entered here, they will get populated automatically in each and every order. So these are the default values. Whatever you are going to enter the values here, those will be used as default values for your further transactions. Okay, authorization group means who are, maybe you can say that this particular customer can be maintained only by a particular set of users in your company. Okay, so normally authorization group is related to who can see the details of this customer, that you can maintain it here. Okay, from the security point of view. Okay, account at customer. So what is your account number? Okay, so similar, you are creating a customer, you are creating this company as a customer for you. Similarly, in the customer's book, you are created as a vendor. So what is that vendor number that customer has created you in their books, that you can maintain it here, so that you are, if you know that, okay, whenever this particular customer I need to bill, I need to remind him that at your end, this is my vendor number. Okay, if you want to provide that you can provide it here. Order probability, again, this is a default field. So like whenever this customer is giving the order, what is the percentage of chances that this order will be completed? Okay, so is it like this customer gives the order and half of the times he goes away without confirming the order, or maybe he has created an inquiry and the customer is not able to convert that into the final delivery, and all, so that you can enter here. These are all default values. So let me come down. These are just for the reporting purpose. This is important. Pricing statistics. You can see price group. So there can be different price groups that you can create. Okay, what do you mean by price groups? Price groups means, let's assume there are 10 set of materials and you want to do the pricing separately for different customers. Okay, so for one customer you want to have a separate price, for another customer you want to have a separate price. Normally we maintain this in the condition records, but still if you want to group the pricing information of these customers, you can create the groups. This one is most important, customer pricing procedure. Okay, this will determine which procedure will be used in the customer master data. So let me now try to correlate the fields in the customer master data with the transactions. So what I'll do is I'll try to create a sales order. Okay, I'm creating the sales order with order type OR. I'm entering the sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Enter. Now you can see in the header data. Okay, let me first enter the customer number. Okay, and in the header data, system has determined the pricing procedure. We already had a very good discussion on the pricing procedure, how exactly it works. But just remember, system is able to determine the pricing procedure. Now, if you want to know how the system has determined this pricing procedure, why this pricing procedure, why not standard one? Because this pricing procedure is determined from one of the configurations. So let's see that configuration also. If I go to SPRO IMG, obviously in sales and distribution, if I go to basic functions, within basic functions, if I go to pricing control, okay, and here you can see define and assign the pricing procedures. This is where you define the pricing procedure and then you assign to different sales transactions. So if I open this, let me first take you to set the pricing procedure determination. See what is happening here for different sales organizations. In our case, our sales organization is RECH. Okay, you can see this is my sales organization, this is my distribution channel, and this is my division. So this complete combination of these three is called as sales area. So sales organization, distribution channel, and division. This combination is sales area. So for your sales area, you can see same sales area. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 entries for same sales area, but I can have a different pricing procedure. I can have a different pricing procedure for a customer. How can I specify here? How can I tell the system that I want a different pricing procedure for a particular customer? So what I can do is, you can see there is a field customer pricing procedure. Here if I do F4, it will show me all the different customer pricing procedures which are available in the system. Okay, but how the system will know that my customer is assigned to which customer pricing procedure? That is exactly what you can define here. You can tell the system that for this particular customer, it belongs to this customer pricing procedure. Okay, so this field is important from the pricing procedure determination point of view. If we keep it blank, what will happen? The pricing procedure which is applicable for those customers where pricing procedure is not maintained, then this will take place. Okay, so for example, if I change the pricing procedure of my vendor, okay, let me enter the sales organization. Okay, let's say this combination RECH 02 R1, and I'm telling the system this pricing procedure of this customer is procedure 01, for example. Okay, and try to save it. Now this customer has been created. Okay, what is the customer ID? So I can go to general data. I can go to customer general, and this is my customer ID. Let me try to create the sales order for this particular customer. So VA01, enter. I hope it was correct. R2 R1. Yes, this is my sales area. RECH 02 R1. This is exactly where I created my new customer. So I'm entering my customer ID. I'm entering some reference here. I'm getting an error. 31998 is not permitted as sold to party and is copied as shipped to party. Okay, this is just information. You can ignore this as of now. Okay, I think the reason why we are getting this error is system is not able to create a partner function. That is our next topic. So before that, let me just go to the customer that we created just now, sales and distribution, and let me see which partner functions are copied. It is correct. Then why it is showing error? These numbers are correct. REH02 R1. This is exactly what I selected, right? So just give me a minute. Let me try once again. Let me try to understand what is the error. Enter. This is my customer. 31198 is not permitted as sold to party and is copied as shipped to party. Why? Let me try to see the question. Same message. Is not assigned to sold to party. Right. You can see sold to party is not created for this. Someone has changed the standard pricing procedure. That is the reason. Sold to party is SP. Okay, this one also we will discuss how the system is deriving this. Let me create another one. So, or let me change the standard. Let me change the one which is already created. So what I'll do is I'll click on change. I will open the same business partner that we were using previously so that it is unnecessarily not creating any confusion. So which was the sold to party that we were using previously? Let's say this one. So I will show you in this one itself. I will copy this and I will open this business partner. This is not a business partner number. This is a customer number. So I have to go to BP and I have to search based on the customer number, this particular customer. Okay, so same thing what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go to orders. I'm clicking on the change. Okay, change mode. And if I go down, this customer pricing procedure currently is maintained as 1. I want to change it. I want to make it 01. Okay, and try to save it. Now, if I use this customer, if I go to sales order and try to create any sales order for this customer,